to me, shiny after shiny, it's never enough. I'm on a quest, and it can get rough. From Pallet Town to Johto and beyond, I'm the shiny hunter, the bond is strong. I've caught 'em all, every shiny you can name. Kanto region, Johto region, I've conquered the game. Hefty is the king, the one who never quits. Caught 'em twice, now that's the real deal. No tricks. No tricks. I conquered the game. Hefty's the king, the one who never quits. Caught him twice, now that's the real deal. No tricks.
What is going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. Hope you're all doing well. Hassan and Marie, Illumineer opening. Kirk, Gamer Monkey, Dragonic. Welcome in, everybody. And Hassan, congratulations. Congratulations on the graduation. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm hoping today's the day that we're going to get this shiny Aerodactyl and finish this challenge. Finish this challenge of getting all 47 shiny Pokemon that have Mega Evolutions before ZA comes out. Let's get to it. You got Shiny Drampet and Shield and 25 eggs. That's so quick. Congratulations, Anne-Marie. You got your second Immersive Buzzwole day. Don't even start with me. I haven't even gotten one. I haven't even gotten one. Shiny Aerodactyl, what a fire choice. Thank you, MS. Is it MS Hanley or is it M Shanley? But either way, thank you very much. Yeah, we are trying to finish up this challenge of getting all the shiny Pokemon that have Mega Evolutions. This is the last one I need. Am I up to a challenge? Well, I mean, I'm finishing a challenge right now. I have a couple challenges lined up, but what you got, Illumineer? You got the blue-green shiny Frillish before that too. Amory, you're just on fire. Kiro, what's going on, bud? Good to see you. Happy Sunday. Hope your day's going well so far. I'm sitting a little more over to the right than normal. So glad to be done with high school, officially college bound. That's incredible. Deciding to take a break from DA was worth it. It's always worth it to take a break from DA. Kiro, your Audi uses all the clasps on a snapback hat. That's so hard for me to say, and I don't know why. You're in DAs and you got a shiny ice looking for shiny Solgaleo, first phase. Oh, what? Cryogonal? Your first shiny Pokemon Shield. Congratulations, Dragonic. I usually watch my live streams and you always comment. You've changed your name once. Can you figure out who I am? Oh my gosh. Which one would I rather get the Aerodactyl in? Good question. So I think it'd be a little bit more of a flex to get it in Ultra Sun because it's got worse odds. The only bad thing about that is I won't be able to pick which Pokeball I catch it in. It'll be a regular Pokeball. So I don't know. I don't know. I guess probably I would still think it. I think I'd still rather get an Ultra Sun. Um, Illumineer, I have no idea. I have no idea who you could be. You've fooled me. You've tricked me good. Razzie, good morning. German Aviator, hello. Gina, good morning, Gina. Your dad bought you your favorite book? That's awesome. You got shiny Chansey? Congratulations, Dragonic. You've been just getting all the shinies. Yeah, go ahead and tell me. Otherwise, it's going to be keeping me up tonight. Nothing good in pocket lately. I haven't opened anything since yesterday, but maybe we'll get something good today. H Gaming, oh my gosh, H Gaming slash Harrison slash Illumineer opening. I don't even know what to call you anymore. You can rhetorical start stream today. Any tips? Just enjoy yourself. Keep expectations low. Don't expect the world on the first day, and have fun. This new set's so small, I don't know how you feel about it. I know how I feel about it. I'm happy, because maybe I'll actually have a chance of finishing the set. Also, Gina, have you been able to get any more trade powder, or whatever it's called? Still on the Reggie Rock, but at least you got that cryogonal. M. Shanley, I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous of that luck. Still won't finish the set. I probably won't either, Anne-Marie. Oh, you did? Okay. All right. I will trade you the Decidueye like when we get into the pack opening part of the stream. Illuminate openings. Okay, I will do that then. Or Illumineer openings. Saw the season finale of Doctor Who, and how was it? Dragonic, was it good? Rain and thunder in Germany, you're kind of sick? Uh-oh. Well, if you're kind of sick, I wouldn't suggest streaming. You don't want to get everybody else sick. Have you seen the new TCG Pocket Packs? Yep, we opened up a 10-pack yesterday. We got a couple of shiny Froakies. We got full art. Something. It was good. That's all you're gonna say. I appreciate it. No spoilers in the chat. I'd love to see it. What was the full art we got yesterday? And then I got a bunch of just a bunch of like standard um Ultra Beasts I didn't have, including the Buzzwole EX. What was the full art we got yesterday? Two-star Rainbow Lycanroc from Daily? That's crazy. Pollen allergy. Ah, gotcha. Stranger Things Season 5 was announced last night. Trailer out now. Looks mental. What's the release date? I'm assuming that was on that To Dumb thing that I didn't watch. I didn't know how much actual news that thing would have, so I didn't watch it. Transition Maker, what's going on? Good to see you. Let me look it up real quick. Oh, that's interesting. 4 episodes. I'm assuming that's Thanksgiving, or yeah, I'm assuming that's Thanksgiving. 3 episodes on Christmas and the finale on New Year's. That's interesting. Yes, Gina. If they do announce any new megas, which I'm assuming they probably will on July 22nd, we will hunt those as well. Happy Gilmore 2 looks dumb and fun. That's what I was hoping for. Dumb and fun. Mega Starmie, longer legs. Ew. Ew, I don't like that. That's like salad fingers, but Starmie legs. Right? 3277 is a shiny? I hope so. I hope you're right. Hey, Big Cheese Thrifts. Good job on the golf this morning. Yeah, Volume 1, November 26th, Volume 2, Christmas Day, finale, New Year's Eve. That's so interesting that they're doing that. They're really, really focusing on dropping holiday stuff. Well, I guess I know I'm going to do these holidays. Tosu, what's up? You're also getting to play Pokemon. Good for you. Want Mega Delphox? All right. That'd be good. Full art Blacephalon card yesterday. Nice. And the red one to pop in. Drive safe, Big Cheese. Or if you're not driving, passenger safe. Unsafe and uncomfy. Yeah, it doesn't sound good. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that Blacephalon's the only fire card in the set, which is a little wild. Big red Twizzlers. I'm not a Twizzler fan. Are you guys Twizzler fans? I'm not a Twizzler fan. I'm not a fan of licorice really in general. You're not a Twizzler fan either, Amory? I'm telling you, Amory, the more I learn about you, the more I think we're the same person. Also, that sub count went up to 2108. If that was you, please let me know so I can say thank you. They look better than they taste, I agree. Hey, Tosu, just a heads up, the more, what's the word I'm looking for? The more inappropriate the message, the more likely YouTube will block it, so no one other than myself will see it. So if you're looking for getting some sort of a reaction from the chat, you're not going to get it. It's midnight. That's pretty late. BRTX, Big Red Twix. Big Red Twix. I don't know if I'd like a red Twix. Dommy boy, what's up? Oh, you just want to speak straight to me? All right. Well, good for you, bud. Hey, Caleb. Strawberry chocolate Twix. I don't know. I don't know if I would like that. I'll get the shiny. I hope so. And thank you to the new sub. That was you. Let me know. Alolan Meow. Thank you, Amory. Thank you. That's right. He was just chilling in his hammock. That's what it was. What would I do without you, Amory? I have not yet, Illumineer. I have not watched them yet. I haven't really watched much of anything this week. Would Jerry eat a Strawberry Circus peanut butter? I don't know. You'll have to ask him when he gets in here. Yeah, Tosu, I don't even know what that means. Favorite Pokemon generation? Gen 7. No, Gene, I don't watch The Last of Us. I watched the first few episodes. It just wasn't for me. School holidays today, nice. Full art Lycanroc EX in pocket, sweet. I want to get that one. That looks like a good card. Tosu, I don't know what you mean. Perhaps if you can explain it in smaller words so I can understand. Got 40 cards in the new set, sweet. Trico, what's up? And Dragonic, thank you for the light goal. The dog standing on the Lion King rock looks really cool in the sunset. Oh, is that what it's doing? Why is your 3DS glitching after a reset? What do you mean? New Stranger Things season looks better than Avengers Endgame. I'll be excited to watch the trailer later. Oh, when it freezes for a sec, that's standard when you do a reset. I mean, I'm also doing it in an emulator, so. Do a flip. Nah, I don't think I will. Squid Game 3 Wednesday, Squid Game 3 Wednesday 2, One Piece 2. Nice. Yeah, I'll definitely be watching Squid Game. I'll probably watch Wednesday. I don't really care too much about One Piece. Don't do a flip. Okay, you got it. Fantastic Four, yeah, I'll definitely be watching that. I'm excited about that. Looks good. Looks good, except for one thing, but I can't really complain about that, or I'll get yelled at. Do a dance. No, I don't think I will. Thank you for the 163 views already. My goodness gracious. We've only been streaming for 17 minutes. It is. Today is officially June. Happy June, everybody. What looks off? Gene, I'm not allowed to say. If I say it, I'm going to get canceled. How does it feel to complete the challenge today? I'm not going to say anything until it actually is completed. Can I have your opinion? My opinion on what, PokeKid? June bugs are coming. That's right. ZA isn't that expensive for Switch 2 version. $70, not bad. Yeah, I think 70 is probably gonna become like the new standard. Mega Ruby should use Master Ball on Groudon, Rayquaza, or Deoxys. With those three, I think it would probably look best with. Which one has the lowest catch rate? I think it's Deoxys, right? I think Deoxys might be the best bet. Halfway through the year and only a few good days of weather here. Same here. What are June bugs? They're just a type of bug. I don't know what they're like officially called. But they're like little beetles, little like brown beetles. Deoxys triggers you. I know you don't like Deoxys. If you ever get Deoxys, Gina, you can feel free to give it to me. And that sub count went up again. If that was you, please let me know so I can say thank you, helping us hit our sub goal of the day of 2110. I wonder if we can hit 2115 today. Rayquaza, because you can use Dark Pokemon to catch Deoxys and Flying to catch Groudon, but Deoxys catch rate low. That's, yeah. I mean, Deoxys catch rate is low, but if you feel like you got a good strategy, then yeah, go ahead and use on Rayquaza. Shiny Dewott, congratulations. Is it Dewott or Dewott? I don't know. Yeah, more like April. Yeah, I don't know why they're called June bugs. Oh, thank you, Slowpoke. That's very helpful. And good to see you. Welcome in, buddy. Julius Caesar found them? Could be. Good old Julius Caesar. If we do get the Aerodactyl today, then the next stream will be the start of the Ultra Sun Nuzlocke. Mighty Munchkin, there you are. I was wondering yesterday where you were. I've missed you. Hope you've been well. How do you invite an ant to your party? I don't know. How do you invite an ant to your party? Cyndaquil the goat. What's going on? Welcome in. Can you come to my party? That'll do it. Kecleon, every game it's always naughty. This is true. Except Gina in the aforementioned Ultra Sun. I like Kecleon and Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. And super easy to shiny hunt. Well, relatively easy. But yeah, don't steal. If you need to learn one thing today, don't steal. Can Hans hear anything? That's a good question. I don't know. Like, do they have ears? I can't remember if ants have ears on the side of their head. Only steal leg soap. No, you gotta pay retail price for leg soap. That's the way it should be. Add you the Pokemon Pocket on my phone. Yeah, I think it's. I think it might be a mod only command. I think it's this. Let's see if that works. Yeah, there it is. There's my friend code for Pocket. New to the channel and so happy to be a fan. Well, welcome in R6 Braden. Hope you're having a good day. Your odds should be 1-819 based on the blend you see. Well, then I guess we are definitely over odds because we are at 1,210 checks. Good morning, Shinies. What would happen if you stole an ant worth $20 million? How would an ant be $20 million? Why would it be $20 million? I mean, that was a whole conversation we just had right there. Clocky, what's going on? Good to see you. Big week doing the firefighter exam this week. You've passed the aptitude and physical test. You'll officially be a firefighter. That's awesome, Scrobo. I'm sure you will. No Alpha Second Horde. Uh-oh. Just send a request. All right. When I get into Pocket here in about a little over an hour, I'll accept that friend request. Because I gotta send Gina. I gotta respond to Gina's trade. Gina, you did not send me Licky Licky, did you? You had me. Thank you, Slowpoke. Because Jerry traded me Licky Licky the other day. Oh, yep, it's going to be 33-33 here in a second. There it is, 3333. Get your screenshots now. Yeah, you got the Scrobo. I don't know, Shinies. What do you call two blackbirds hanging out with one squirrel? No, Mighty Munchkin, I have not. The only immersive I've gotten since Celebi was the Lily in the last set. Alolan Raichu? Ah, Gina, you're fantastic. Local vending machine had 6-pack of 151 in it. Did you get it, Clocky? Your Audi is an Audi with an Audi that is an Audi and eats Audis with its Audi. That is certainly an Audi idea. I'd probably call it neat. Like, what do those things have to do with one another in nature? That's what I'm saying. That would be a pretty good photo. Good photo opportunity, Shinies. God didn't give to the homeless guy outside for a kindness content? Psych. I didn't think that was true. Oh, Clocky. There was no homeless guy. Hero, your Audi performed an entire set of DJ Hero to friends and family. Aw, I bet that was a nice night. What do I think about Hellboy? I've only read a little bit of Hellboy. I mean, I've enjoyed what I've read. Surely got one ETB in Destined Rivals, and you were the only one there, so did you snag it up? Yeah, I had the first Hellboy omnibus. I think it's called Seed of Destruction. I don't think I finished it, but yeah, it's good stuff. Mike Mignola is pretty talented. Your cats are extra lovey today. They're hoping they can get some of that leftover crab. I still have it sealed. You're gonna open it soon. Nice. Yeah, Mike Mignola has a very unique art style. You can definitely tell Mignola art by looking at it. Vivian wants cuddles. Merlin definitely wants crab. What do I think about Gladiator films? Um, I mean, you know, I enjoy Gladiator films. They do remind me of this one time when I was in a Turkish prison. Geez, if you get a third immersive Buzzwole, I'm just not going to respond. I didn't respond number two. I was asleep. And yes. How do I feel about airplanes? I like airplanes. What's going on, Dorian? Seen the movie The Midnight Express? I have not, but it terrifies me a little bit that you said speaking of Turkish prisons. So I'm not sure if that's something I want to watch. That's right, Mighty Munchkin. October 16th and July 22nd will be a new Pokemon Presents. The question went over your head. Nice, Clocky. You always pretend airplanes are shooting stars. Uh-oh, German aviator's ears just perked up because we mentioned planes. I think that's a song, right? You guys are quoting a song by someone. There's been a little problem in the cockpit. What's that, Shinies? You really use a wish right now? I know, buddy. I know. You better not be driving, Cheese. A small room at the front of the plane, but we don't have time for that right now. Surely you can't be serious. GoFest is soon. Yeah, just a few weeks away, right? What's the date on GoFest? It's in June, right? Tell the pilot to land this plane. This woman needs to be gotten to a hospital. A hospital? What's that? What is it? That's it. Yeah. A hospital? What is it? 25th? Okay. You're not ready for GoFest? How do you get prepared for GoFest? What is that process like, Gina? You know, earlier when I said that we were 900, we were at 1,210 checks. I was looking at my sub count, not the actual counter. So if the odds are 1 in 819, 33, it's 2458 is how many checks we've done with the blended rates. So we're like 3 times odds if the blended rate is, if the blended odds is 1 in 819. Lots of stretching. Okay, well, that's fair. I can see that. It's a big building full of sick patients, but we don't have time for that right now. Shinies, how's the weekend going with the in-laws? Top Secret I haven't seen. That's like the one I haven't seen. Based off of 2, 49.6 per 1, 1365. Um, I'll trust you, Shinies. I'll trust you. I would think it would be somewhere between 1365 um and 2370 then. Ball prep? Ah, gotcha. Gotta prep your balls. Dorian, I hope you're doing well also. Itchy. Itchy chin. Next community day is Jangma. Oh, yeah, I saw that. I only need one to complete the line. I got the other two at GoFest last year. But I'll definitely catch whatever I see, and maybe there'll be one that has better stats than the ones I have. You got 32 normal Pokeballs. You're ready for GoFest. There you go, Slowpoke. You're ready. You're ready to rock and roll. You had your headphones in when I said that? Okay, that's good. Is that a good thing? Where are you? Are you in public? I can't even imagine what I sound like in headphones. I apologize to anybody that's wearing headphones. It's probably like the worst thing to be in your ears. You got a male Frillish last night and 38-ish calls? That's awesome. What is with the Frillish luck lately? Dorian and Marie, you are in public. Ah, you know how to make Aerodactyl shine? How's that, Mighty Munchkin? And also, how's your Mega Dex coming? The Moop! What's up, the Moop? Gina, it is entirely too early for you to be out in public. Did you even brush your hair today? Or say you're about to win? Yeah, but you can still come in second. Scoliosis? What? Hello, Kiro. Welcome into the stream, Kiro. You're on your way somewhere? Uh-oh. This sounds shady. Scoliosis. Hey, a real person. Happy Pride Month. You're trans. Welcome. Okay. Happy Pride Month indeed. You're the only one outside. It's odd. That's because everyone else is sleeping. Hide button came back? Yeah. Lock the door to be sure. I should. Table tennis scoliosis. Oh my gosh, transition maker. What a transition between the terms table tennis and scoliosis. What's up, the guy? Happy Sunday. I'll take a picture of Vivian acting cute. Yes, please do. Am I saying it right? Is it Vivian or is it Vivian? I don't know why I asked for pronunciation clarification in chat. I don't know why I do that. Shiny scoliosis. Next reset, you're calling it? Okay. All right. I'm holding you to it. If it doesn't shine, you owe me a cheeseburger. E is silent. Vivian. Okay, Vivian. That actually was very helpful. That's like the quickest and easiest pronunciation clarification I've ever gotten in a live chat. That must be your superpower, Kiro. Today is the Bank of America Chicago Marathon. Your friend is running. Oh, nice. You gonna go cheer her on? Thank you for the cheeseburger, Clocky. Not shiny, not shiny. What's your challenge, Mighty Munchkin? From all the megas that you caught, the shiniest, which one's the one that did dirty the most? So I'm assuming you mean like which mega has the worst shiny. It's a good question. It's a good question. Probably Audino. Audino basically like the eyes change color, and I think like one shade of gray is like slightly darker. Oh, the shield. Yeah, the shield's fantastic. Michael Chiklis. It's a great show. After I get Aerodactyl, I must get a shiny Flygon. I'm sure we'll end up having to get one. Old Nintendo dude, good morning. Drops to say hi. Now bye. Have a great stream. Have a great day, old Nintendo dude. Cheeseburger scoliosis. Oh my gosh, transition maker. You know, I got to appreciate the tenacity. You know what? You latch onto something and you stick with it. That should be commended. Head over there, cheer on. You have a friend working the marathon too. Otherwise, I'm not sure you'd be up this early. Do you get any free water, Gina? Like, can you like sneak like some free water bottles? Sent the best picture of Vivian. Oh my gosh, so many messages all at once today. Did you put it in? Where'd you put it? Did you put it in pets? Oh, that is a cute cat. Does it turn your spine into a burger? That's what I'm saying. Could you imagine having a burger for a spine? Thank you for the shiny luck, old Nintendo dude. Adriano, what's going on? Good to see you. And German Aviator, thank you for the shiny luck. Free food, sweet. You still don't have Shiny Meg Audino. I'm doing phenomenal in this challenge. Well, thank you, Gina. And you will get Audino. Vivian's such a pretty girl. She is. So close to completing the Shiny Dex and Legends Arceus. Just these last few that don't want to shine, like Burmy Line, Cherubi Line. Oh my gosh. Burmy. I still have never seen a Shiny Burmy in Legends Arceus or Shiny Wormadam. I did get a Shiny Motham. Cherubi, I think I got lucky because I don't think they're that common, but I did manage to get a Cherubi Outbreak. And this is before the days of the massive mass outbreaks. So I managed to get a Cherubi Outbreak, and I just kept resetting the Outbreak until the shiny finally shined. But good luck. Those are tough ones. I can't even give you any advice on Burmy, other than just like check every shaking tree for the rest of your life. Cheeseburger scoliosis is when your spine turns into cheeseburgers. That probably would not be conducive to sitting and standing. 8 more shiny Eevee. My goodness gracious. Yeah, you can do it though. You're going to get it. Don't give up. Don't give up like I gave up on trying to get a 3-family Maushold. Wasn't there a weird glitch with one of these Streamons where they weren't appearing? Oh, I don't know. Possibly. I gotta be honest, like, I haven't paid too much attention to Legends Arceus since I farmed it for the shinies I needed from that game. What's better, Tomahawk or Tomahawk? I would say Tomahawk. When the game released, Kirby was glitched. Oh, I do kind of remember that now. I do kind of remember that now. There's something where, wasn't it like if it was a certain weather, even though the tree was shaking, nothing would happen or something like that. And that sub count went up again, 2111, which is a pretty cool number. If that was you, please let me know so I can say thank you. Shelf is Zorua or ZA. Ooh, I hope the shelf is Zorua. 1,300 encounters. That's crazy. I do kind of remember that. Like, there was something about the Cherum and Cherubi, one or the other, in the trees. It's coming back to me. It's been like, what, 4 years? When did that game come out? Was that 22 or 21? 2022, right? 3 years. It doesn't feel like it's been 3 years, but then also it doesn't feel like it's been 3 years. Billy, good morning, my friend. Tomahawk steak or Tomahawk cruise missile? Steak, definitely. What am I going to do with a cruise missile? At least I can eat a steak. Billy had 73 cheeseburgers and ate 37 with Bobby. Then he ate a black hole. What was the diameter of the black hole he ate? 7.3 centimeters. You only have one Shalfa. Which one is that, Gina? Prior to this challenge, I only had 2 Shalfas. Never had tomahawk steak. You never had steak. Ooh, I like steaks. Slowpoke says steak tastes steak tastes better than missile. I would agree with that. My goodness, thank you guys so much for all the views. We're already at 501 views, only 44 minutes into the stream. I think we might be able to break 1,000 today. Hefty plus Shawnees equals Hefnees? Hefnees. Oh, it was Abraham Lincoln. Dang. But missile goes boom. Yeah, I don't like booms. Why would I want a boom more than a steak? If you ever pay top dollar for tomahawk steak, you're eating it caveman style right off the bone. Oh, you have to. Like, that's the whole point of the tomahawk steak, isn't it? Like, you can't use knife and fork on tomahawk. Steak is boom. This is also true. Toxicroak. Hey, what's the crying about? I love Krogunk, and to a lesser extent, Toxicroak. Last Shuffle was weird. You're in Chatot in the same MMO back-to-back Outbreak. That's crazy. Steak gets 5 big booms. Starting to sound like it's going into an area I don't want to talk about. Gina, I watched another crime docuseries last night, and I don't know what it is. Last time I DM'd you when I was watching the crime docuseries, you said something that kind of stuck with me and popped into my head last night. It's like, why do I enjoy these? What does it say about me that I enjoy these? Not the big booms. Oh, okay. Not the big booms. Gotcha. Boom, 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 boom. Do they let you keep the bone you order tomahawk steak? That's true. That's a good point. I would want to keep the bone. Villy is asking the real questions. Cook breakfast before the fiance wakes up. There will be heck to pay. Is it possible to cook your food and then when your food's about halfway done being cooked, you start cooking hers, and then it turns into a hey honey, here's a breakfast in bed. We do need a new like goal. Thank you for the like goal, M. Shanley. Why do we do this to ourselves? Exactly. Like, I was watching this one last night, and it was crazy what was happening. It was wild. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is insane. And then your voice popped in my head, and I was like, why am I enjoying this? Boom, boom, book, bougie, boom. Are we hunting Aerodactyl in ZA2? I don't know what we're going to do about ZA yet. We'll have to wait and see, when it comes out, what the shiny hunting is going to be like there. Italian brain rot time. I don't even know what that means. Does that mean you're just going to go listen to Kiro talk for a while? Tomahawk missile makes fire when going boom and use fire to cook tomahawk steak. But I have no way of firing a missile, or where to keep it, or what to fire it at, or like credentials to even have one. What do I sound like in your head? Like you. You sound like you. Nice, slightly judgmental. They're gonna shiny lock everything. I hope not, but it's possible. We'll just have to wait and see. Judgmental, slightly nice. No, definitely nice, slightly judgmental. Don't want to wake the beast. She'll be sleeping in for at least another hour. Ice soup. Ice soup. Is that cereal? Transition maker. Hello. No shiny from Golduck, Outbreak, and check Scyther, Golbat, and Rapidash. Ooh, I like all 3 of those shinies. I hope you get all 3. I miss those days of just like going to a section of Legends Arceus and just checking all the massive mass outbreaks and just seeing what you can find. Not necessarily going for anything in particular, but just like, hey, let's just go check out the map and see what shines today. Being a Gina. That sounds weird. Is a moist sandwich a salad? Because the definition of a salad is moist food. No, it's not. No to both of those things. No Scyther? Dang. Started maternity leave this week, so she's been hanging out in your office playing GTA Online, watching your crazy movies. That's sweet. You're hunting Abra. Good luck on that. Which game? I was talking about food, so you're making Cajun butter steak. You guys always make me so hungry, and it's not fair that it's like still over 2 hours until lunchtime, and you guys are just talking about all the delicious foods. Let's go Pikachu and Eevee. Ah, well, good luck with that, Mighty Munchkin. Still don't have a Shafa Unknown. Whoever said shinies are easy and PLA was a liar. I don't have a Shafa Unknown. There's still... there's also still 10 shiny unknown I need. Shinies and PLA are easy. Specific shinies and PLA can be time consuming. One thing you specifically hunted was a Shelf of Garchomp, which took a year to get, and you finally got it mid-March. Oh no. Well, congratulations on that, M. Shanley. I hate to tell you though, that during this mega challenge, I hunted for the Shelf of Garchomp. And I got it in, what was it, about an hour? Melcombe's easy to hunt? That's true. You only got 2 Shalfas? What'd you get, Slowpoke? The two before this challenge, I only had 2 Shalfas. That was a Shalfa Carnivine and a Shalfa Roserade. Both I wasn't hunting for. They just like randomly showed up on the map when I was flying around, specifically looking for shiny unknown. W streamer JDX, what's going on? Good to see you. Welcome back. Hope the rest of your Saturday was fun. You'll be working the whole time. Her mom moved in to help out. Ah, gotcha. Saving up for the wedding next year. Oof. I'm so happy for you, but I'm also so sad for you, if you know what I mean. I can't imagine saving up for a wedding. Got the shot of Spiritomb? What? That's crazy. Congratulations. That's a beautiful one. Still don't have shiny Oshawott either. Want all the shiny starters. So many shiny Cyndaquil. I had no problem getting the Oshawotts in in Legends Arceus. I had the worst time ever getting the Oshawotts in Scarlet and Violet. I hated that hunt with every fiber of my being. I went through, just on stream alone, 12 sandwiches. 12 sparkling sandwiches for Oshawott and got 1 shiny. And then it took me months off stream to get the other 2. No, other 3. The other 3 because I needed to get the Hisuian as well. How the heck does Abra appear first, then Kadabra? What? Your bank account weeps? I believe it. So good hunting. Already got the Oshawott and ZA. Could you imagine? You perfected Cyndaquil ever since MMO was launched and still don't have one. Oof. I've never gotten a space-time distortion shiny. Like, none at all. Like, 0. Not even, like, regular stuff that you wouldn't even hunt for. I've never seen a shiny of space-time distortion. What do you call an Ivysaur without the eyes? Is it a visor? It'd be cool if they didn't take like an hour to show up. That's true. My friend Shiny's taught me something about space-time distortion hunting. I don't know if it's true, but it seems to make sense. A no Ivysaur. Oh, I was close. The way that the checks work, how it's like after 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, or whatever, and you're guaranteed after 40 minutes. But with the percentages of it showing up at each one of those things, it's actually statistically faster to wait. If you're looking for a space-time distortion, wait up to 15 minutes. If it doesn't show up after 15 minutes, just reset and try again. Because like the odds of getting it within the first 15 minutes are high enough that, like, how do I put this? Your odds aren't 100%, but if you have to wait 15 minutes and then another 15 minutes, which is 30 minutes, the odds of getting that are better than getting it in. I can't remember exactly how it works out, but basically, if you don't get it within the first 15 minutes, just rerun it because it's in like time wise, it's not worth it to wait for the 20 and the 40. I think that's how it was. If that's not right, feel free to blame shinies and not my faulty memory. Because I needed to get a couple things for the home decks so that I could get the Enamorous, the shiny, or yeah, shiny Enamorous. And the couple things I was missing were from the space-time distortions. And he told me about that, and probably within an hour, I got all 2 or 3 that I needed. Gotta go. All right, Transition Maker, thank you for being here. Have a great rest of your day. I'll never understand YouTube. No, a Golbat. Dang. What we got left? Rapidash? What was yesterday's plush? Yesterday's plush was Hoot Hoot. It started raining. Oh no. Come on, shiny. Not shiny. Dang, that would have been cool. Yeah, I'm feeling like we're pretty far over odds now. 3, 4, 5, 6. Although the majority of these checks, more than half of these checks, like probably half of these checks plus 900, have been at 140.96. Time to sleep reset. There you go. If I could sit down with like a piece of paper, I could figure this out and get a pretty accurate count of how many of that 3459 have been at 140.96 and how many have been at 113.65. But I can't do it in my head. Come on. Come on. Why aren't you connecting? There we go. Shiny. I love that 74% of you think that we're going to end this challenge today. That's pretty awesome. I hope you're right. I don't want to let you down. No Rapidash. Dang. Big nothing burger. I'm surprised how that plush turned out to look. The feet on Hoot Hoot are absolutely crazy. First off, the fact that it had 2 feet, which, yeah, Hoot Hoot does have 2 feet, but it's usually only shown with the 1 foot, with the other foot, like, you know, hidden. So I was a little surprised it had 2 feet. Tried to play Magic Marvel Rebels last night, single-handedly lost every match for your team. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know some people that like to play as Magic. I would imagine that it's definitely something you have to work at. It's probably not like I guess like any like class or whatever in Rivals, like you have to get used to it, right? Hoot Hoot is Peter Rabbit, always hopping to it. That's right. Airy, good morning. Mr. Nugget, hello. Which Gen 7 game am I playing? This is Ultra Sun Chaotic Kid on the top screen. And then we got Shield on the bottom. But yeah, Ultra Sun is the Gen 7 game. Airy, congratulations on a successful dental appointment. Second Horde Dartrix. Ooh, hope one of those shines. Magic has a specific purpose, which is to snag outliers and people looking for health away from the rest of the group. Think Black Panther, but more aggressive. There you go. So it's like a niche character, if that is a term. Otherwise, that's a term that I just made up. Hoping alphas? Yeah, that's fair. It's funny how as soon as I mentioned the number of views we got, like, they stopped sending more people into the stream. Maybe that's my fault for mentioning it. You only play a Squirrel Girl, the ultimate's so funny. Squirrel Girl is such a fascinating character. Nearly 3.5k. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. Like, I know some numbers that could mathematically be true. It just doesn't feel right. So the top screen, the odds are 1 in 4096. The bottom screen, the odds are 1 in 1365. At the 4096, I'm able to do twice as many checks in the same amount of time as the bottom screen, and the first 900 checks were all 1 in 4096. So it's all clustered up together. I don't really know where I'm at right now. Silver Fox, what's going on? Good to see you. I know we're under odds on the top screen. That's what I do know. You went full Leroy Jenkins last night, no strategy, just hope for the best. You despise Squirrel Girl and Rivals, but you love her lore. It's pretty wild. Maria, what's going on? Welcome in. Silver Fox with the 13 months of membership, saying some good luck. You got this. Thank you so much, Silver Fox. Can we please get some some hype in the chat for Silver Fox with the 13 months of membership? That's wild. Forgot to turn autosave off. Uh-oh. Best do that. No permutation. That stinks. I respect the heck out of people that do permutation hunts. I can't. I just have no interest in doing that type of hunt. But then there are other types of hunts I really enjoy that other people don't. So that's what I like about shiny hunting. There's so many different methods of shiny hunting that there's kind of like something for everybody. But I respect the grind for permutation hunts. Yeah, catching different orders. Exactly. Catching, battling, different orders. You know, finance a pizza from Domino's. It's about time, Ari. In this economy, No, seriously though, if you have to finance a pizza, you probably shouldn't order a pizza. Maybe make something from the fridge that night. You'd laugh if it weren't so dystopic. Dystopic. Yes, I either way I agree. Decided to make the wrong decision and soft reset Groudon and BDSP. Ooh, are you going for the shiny Groudon? That's good luck on that. I haven't shiny hunted any of the legendaries in BDSP. I almost hunted for Latios and Latios for this challenge, but thankfully I was able to get my Gen 7 games up and working. Alphas, there you go. Lobo Gaming, you absolute legend. What's going on, buddy? Happy Sunday. You hunted Palkia and then Giratina, and you gotted the Giratina. And we were all happy, and we hugged. There was confetti. Good morning, Amber. How you doing? Out of both under odds. You're due for an under odd shiny. Do you have any plans, Ari, in the near future of hunting for something else? You're eating. Okay, sorry. Yes, we celebrated. You'd rather pull your teeth out? Fair enough. So, does that mean you're done with BDSP? Now that I have a deadline, am I feeling the pressure? So that's a good question, Lobo Gaming. Now that we know the game's coming out on October 16th, do I feel the pressure about completing this challenge before then? Specifically, Aerodactyl? I do not. I do not. I feel like we're going to be getting this Aerodactyl anytime. However, what I am feeling a little bit anxious about, what I am feeling a little bit of pressure about, is what's going to happen during the July 22nd Pokemon Presents. Because if they drop a whole bunch of new Mega Evolutions in that Pokemon Presents, that'll give me just over 2 months to get all of them. Or just under 3 months. That'll give me just under 3 months to get all the new ones. Release 10 new Megas a week for release. Slowpoke, that's not even funny. How dare. So I feel very confident about getting this Aerodactyl in time. I'm very nervous about what's going to happen during the July 22nd Pokemon Presents because, as I've been saying for the last 8 months, I think it's been. No, more than that. 10 months. As I've been saying for the last 10 months, if prior to the game being released, if they announce new returning Pokemon that get Mega Evolutions, we will hunt those as well. Probably a release date of the new Pokemon mobile game. Oh, Pokemon Champions, right? No, is it Champions? It's called Champions, right? Pokestar, good morning. I would like to hear more about that. In the arms of rain. Good morning, my dear. How are you? Rain, I think you had a few fans on Friday. Oops. Keith with the 24 months of membership, 2 whole years again to watch my friend. Keith, how are you, my buddy? I hope you're doing well. Let's get some hype. Fans, yeah. I think there might have been someone in Kim's chat on Friday that had a crush on you. It was a little uncomfortable as a mod. I didn't quite know what to do. Come on, Shiny. 73% you think we're gonna get this today. I hope you're right. Forgot about that, but you noticed. Okay, yeah. Um, feel free to DM me or whatever you would like, Rain. But if that is something that you don't feel comfortable with, just let me know. Slowpoke, thank you for the like goal, and thank you all for the likes. Let's get this shiny now. Is X-Men 94 the same X-Men you grew up? Pokestar, yeah, X-Men 97, yes. It takes place I think just about a year after the last episode of the last episode. Did I just say that? Takes place about a year after the last episode of the original 90s X-Men series. Same characters, most the same voice actors, better art style. But yeah, it's just a continuation. And I thought they knocked it out of the park. Got me really excited about the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, and that was a bit of a disappointment. It wasn't bad. I just was hoping for it to be more of like what X-Men 97 was. I loved X-Men 97, so did I. I was nervous. I was so nervous, but they did such a great job. Nightcrawler's so good. I'm glad he's finally gotten some. He got more um, screen time in X-Men 97 than he ever had in the original series. Like that was one of what I give it 1 out of 10. I would give it probably a 9. Um, one of the things about the original series that always bothered me was that there are certain characters. I don't know why they didn't have more of a presence. Nightcrawler, Iceman, Colossus. I always want Archangel. Although Archangel was in a decent amount of episodes, I always wanted more stuff with them. I mean, I love the cast. I just wish there was a larger cast. You know what I mean? Magic had a cameo in 97. She sure did. And I want to say she had a cameo in the original series too. But I think just as Ileana, not as Magic. I want to say. I think in one of the Colossus episodes, they do a flashback and you see young Ileana. Shiny Morlo and Pogo, nice. Congratulations. I'm hoping to get one of those. I already have one, but I need a second. I'm hoping I can get during this event. Sucks we gotta wait for the next season 97. Yeah, I think it's supposed to come out next spring, right? You know, kind of like a Pokemon game. I assume like I like it now, but I'd rather they take their time with it, kind of thing. Well, Cyclops is your favorite. Glad they brought back his voice actor. Pokestar 101. I couldn't agree more. Cyclops has always been my favorite X-Man. And I'm glad they actually gave him some cool things to do this season. Although you won't know that yet, but yeah. Cyclops has some epic moments in X-Men 97. Reminds everybody why he's the GOAT. And yeah, his voice actor is really good. Abra is being annoying. I wouldn't have imagined that. Do Abra in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee disappear like they do in Legends Arceus? I can't remember. Great leader. He's a fantastic leader. Even Captain America says, "Hey, Cyclops, you're an amazing leader." Having the action figures as a kid. Oh yeah, Lobo. Oh yeah. In fact, I still have them in Rubbermaid containers down in the basement. All the well, not all. I wish it was all, but a ton of the Toy Biz figures from the 90s. They do disappear. That's stinky. Oh, you know what I do have, Ari? I just thought about with the Toy Biz figures. I have a Toy Biz action figure of Magic. I should get it out of the Rubbermaid container and send you some pictures. It's with her New Mutants costume. Maybe I'll even add it on to the little display here. I should add a couple of those. All right, come on. Let's get this shiny. First action figure was Cyclops, and you still have them? Sweet. Halfway, the Cyclops like this foster dad to all the mutants, and you were thinking, what kind of person does he have the vibes of? You just realized he's exactly like your foster dads. That's wild. He does definitely have dad energy. Dark Horse, I haven't really read a lot of them. When I was a kid, they were pretty popular because they were like kind of edgy. They had like the Predator and Alien comics. They also had the Star Wars comics for quite a while. Of course, they had like Hellboy, but I never really read a lot of them. And hunting all three members of the Swine Up line with different methods. Went eggs for Swine Up and got an 18. Wild Hunt for Pilot Swine and got an 1822. And now Mammoth Swine is currently with Reset. I bet you the Mammoth Swine is going to have an 18 in it. Hey, JDX, I appreciate the support. And I wish you all the best, all the luck in the world on what you're currently doing. Good luck. And that's what you were thinking? Same brain. Oh my gosh, JDX. Love Sin City. Sin City was a great movie. I've never read any of the comics, but I mean, it's Frank Miller. I have to imagine they're pretty good. They could do it better than what we got. I'll take your word for it. Like I was saying earlier, I've never really read a lot of Hellboy. I had the first omnibus, but I haven't finished it. I don't think. I enjoyed the movies. I didn't see the newer one with David Harbour, but I enjoyed the first two with Ron Perlman. Where the heck is this Aerodactyl? Awesome animated series? It probably would be. I could see that. I could see that being pretty fun, like an HBO Max animated series. Managed to make sequels in a mainstream space that weren't, yeah, add to the plot. I agree. Just a reminder, JDX, we try and keep the language a little family friendly here, with it being like a Sunday morning and all. But yeah, I agree with you. The new guy is David Harbour. If that's what you're talking about, Ari. Yeah, it's not even DC or Marvel. It was Dark Horse. You're at 3430 with resets. Well, maybe it'll be 3518. You haven't seen the what's the guy's name? Ron Perlman, the older new guy. So Ron Perlman was in the first two. David Harbour was in the third one. That's all I know. My own comic business. Oh my gosh. That, Neil Patrick Harris. What? I don't know anything about that. Be the first stockholder. Nah. It's so much easier to critique than to actually do, isn't it? I'm not aware of that one, Ari. How did that how did that slip under my radar? No. Apparently not. Getting that mixed up with Count Olaf. Oh, you're getting Hellboy mixed up with Count Olaf. Gotcha, gotcha. I watched the first 3 or 4 episodes of Lemony Snicket. Like the first season they released on Netflix, I watched and I thought it was good. And then when they released the second season, it just it wasn't that it was bad. It just kind of like my excitement had worn off by the time the second season came out. But it might be worth checking out, Ari, just to see if you like it. I thought he did a pretty good job. Of course, I didn't read the books, but I found him very entertaining. Repetitive formula with episodes, but ultimately fun. That's kind of how I felt. Like the first season was good. I watched the first episode of the second season, and like while there were overarching story plots and hints that were dropped throughout the episodes, it did feel a little formulaic. But I don't know if that's how the books were too. It's literal chaos where Abra is. Oh my gosh. You'll get it, Mighty Munchkin. I believe you will. You only read the first book? Okay, so as long as they do a good adaptation of the first one, you should probably be good to like you won't have that adaptation bias, right? That always hits me. Dragonite and a Charizard in the sky at the same time. That's pretty rare, I would think. I think both of those are 1%. Yeah, because each episode is one book, if I remember correctly. But like, I enjoyed the first season enough that it did make me do some research on the books and learn about them. And I think I even like price shopped like buying the set, but I ended up not doing it. Yeah, Lemony Snicket. You like the Dragonite is just Jolly Charizard? I do too. He just looks like a happy little fella. Or a happy big fella. But here's how little I knew about it before the show came out. I thought that Count Olaf was Lemony Snicket. I thought that was his name. And then I was confused for a little bit why there wasn't any character named Lemony Snicket. Image Comics? Yeah, some of them. When they first started up, I read a lot of their stuff, which looking back at now as an adult was all about the art because the writing was terrible. But I still collect quite a few Image Comics. They nowadays they're more of a home for like independent comics that don't have anything to do with like mostly like superheroes or anything like that. Um, so it's kind of it's pretty neat. They got some good horror comics. They got some good crime comics, sci-fi, fantasy. There's a little bit of everything in there based off of what genre you should typically like. It's called Lemony Snicket's series of unfortunate events. Yeah, what a blunder! Like what an oversight. You don't even have a Lemony Snicket, not even one. But like of the original Image comics, almost all of which have been canceled at this point. I still read Savage Dragon. That I will read until the day I die or it finally ends. That's a wild series. That's crazy that's still going on somewhat. I mean, the guy puts out like 3 issues a year or something crazy like that, but I still like it. Jerry, what's going on, bud? Good to see you. Happy Sunday. You're just in time for some Pokepacks and all that fun stuff. We're gonna open up some card packs once we hit 35.75. Which will be this. This will be the last reset before we open packs. No shiny and no shiny. All right, let's open up some packs. You guys ready? Ready to do this? Oh, come on. Every time. There we go. Congrats on the 2110. Thank you, Jerry. Very nice of you. All right, real quick, I need to respond to Gina's trade request, and then we'll open up some packs. And I have to accept some friend requests. Thank you so much, Gina, if you're still here. All right, she gets the Decidueye. Okay, that's done. Just one more second, chat. All right, approved and approved. Okay. Here we go. Let's open up 2 packs of cards and see what we get. Yesterday we opened up 10 packs and we did get a couple of shiny Froakies. We got an alt art, or not an alt art, just a regular full art. Let's see if we get some luck today. We got Trevenant, Clefable, Shinx, Baltoy, and another Blacephalon. And second pack. We can actually open up a third pack. We'll open up a third pack too. We got Palisand, Passimian, Phantom. That's 3 Ps in a row. Shinx and Beastwall. Well, that doesn't surprise me. I usually don't get good stuff on my free packs, but let's open up one more pack using some hourglasses and see if we get anything. You're opening up a 10 pack? Dang. Lucky. Hope you get some good stuff. Love the Clefairy on the swing card, probably your favorite card. And the second is how cute it is. It's pretty cute. I'm a big fan of the Stuffle as well. I think that's really cute. Can you be streamer all years if you're viewer blunt? No. Come on, there we go. All right. We can after stream. Here we go. We got Sandile. Sandygast. That's a new one. This is the one I'm talking about, Rain. I think that one's adorable. A little Impersion and Sharpedo. All right. Well, at least we have the Palisand. I was just going to say I like you and you're neat. I like you too and you're neat. All right. I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick. And then we'll get into the other stuff. I forgot to put the camera back first. All right. I'll be back in just a minute. Hey, Baja. Okay, I'm back. I only do 10 damage. Yeah, I'm pretty weak. But my ability is pretty solid. If I'm in play, everyone's asleep. Okay, let's do some more resets, and it is time to guess the plush. You got your second immersive. Come on, Mighty Munchkin. What the heck? So this is the part of the stream where you guess the plush. You did, Amory. The good news is all I got was a Sandygast, which was a new card. Oh, and a Lolden Persian. Nothing fancy. Umbreon. Hero's correct. It is, in fact, a regular run-of-the-mill Umbreon. Just a normal, everyday Umbreon. What? It's Ditto? What? Oh my gosh, is it really a Ditto instead of an Umbreon? I got trolled. Can we do another one? No. That was fun, though. Umbreon looks sus. Oh, apparently it's a Ditto and not an Umbreon. Alright, it is now time for everyone's favorite part of the stream. Congratulations, Kiro. You did very well. I guess the Marvel superhero. You love the Ditto as plush. You got that one and others. What other ones did you get, Anne-Marie? The game seems rigged. Not the Inhumans. Push them. Oh, I'll have to check that out, Anne-Marie. I'm sorry I missed it. Not Spider-Man. Leafeon, Espeon, Mareep, Snorlax, Lapras, Pikachu, and Umbreon. That's wild. Magic. Funny you say Magic, Airy, because that's who it was yesterday. Not Spider-Man 2099. Although, Ari, I did find out this week that all the 2099 comics are slowly being released as omnibuses. Spider-Man, Doom, X-Men, and Ghost Rider are out, and I kind of want to get them. Not the Infinity Gauntlet, not Spider-Gwen, but Mighty Munchkin is correct. It is, in fact, the Incredible Hulk. This is Crisis on Counter-Earth. This is volume 6, all the Hulk comics from 1972 to 1974. And that is Hulk on the cover fighting Adam Warlock, who I just found out yesterday is in Rivals. I didn't know that. Also, I thought this was neat. Look at this one. Hulk fighting side by side with Juggernaut. That's pretty cool. Condiment King. Oh my gosh, Condiment King. Here's one where he's fighting some counter-Earth aliens. Just, beating them up. Tremors plush. I should get a Tremors plush just for you. What's this one? Oh yeah, here's Hulk fighting Tiger Shark. Adam Warlock is so cool looking in Rivals. Yeah, I didn't even know he was in that. I should, I don't play the game, but I should at least familiarize myself with it more. I should get online, at least see who all's in it. Currently running 11 kilometers. You've currently run 11 kilometers, trying to run 12, but you have to go to the bathroom. Just go. He's been there since base game? I had no idea. Shido, what's going on? Good to see you. And hey, Mewtwo. If you had to fight the Hulk and Juggernaut, you'd be so sad, right? Me too. I just realized it's raining, Ari. It's raining in this game. I'm not happy about that. Ultron was the latest release, and you'll play a lot of Rebels, though. Um, that's wild. They got Ultron now. You got Wolverine versus Tiger Shark. Oh, I think I remember that issue. It's like somewhere around like issue 11, 12, somewhere around there. Ari, don't even start. Hey, heads up, by the way. I was reading the solicitations for new comics coming out in August, and they're releasing another Marvel Rivals comic in August. That is focused on what was it? Marvel Rivals. I was a little surprised they were doing it. Oh yeah, Hellfire Gala. There's a new Marvel Rivals comic coming out. Uh, Hellfire Gala, which is apparently it collects the recent Hellfire Gala story arc from the Marvel Rivals Infinity comic. So there's that. I'm assuming it's probably going to have another code for a skin. You need 19 more cards to finish the base set of Extra Dimensional Crisis. Dang. Thinking 9's just got to be in that rate. It might be 9. You're right. It might be 9. I know it's early on. I can see the cover in my head. You got me curious. That's Wolverines. See, not 9. Hold on. Hold on a second. Oh, we were both wrong. It's actually issue 20. Issue 20 is the one where he fights against Tiger Shark. Sorry about that. Carvana, the Pokemon, and Carvana, the car company. Isn't it wild that you can buy a car from a Pokemon online? You're about to disown your right leg? Yeah, I'd say just get rid of it. That's one comic called The Omega Epiphany. It's about a dude who goes and fights his alien overlords and gains divine power. I haven't heard of that one. The Omega Epiphany. Interesting. Yeah, I'll have to look into that one. Yeah, just throw the whole thing away, Ari. A word in the English dictionary was named after me. Isn't that wild? It's from a local metal band, goes hand in hand with the album the same title. Oh, that's cool. That's neat. I like it when they do like cross media stuff like that. Ari, just get rid of that leg and get a bionic leg like Forge. And it can have like a little nook in the leg where you can keep like sodas or bottles of water. Gummy bears. Get a wine cooler installed. There you go. You finished. Good job, Shinies. Did you finish with the brake or with the kilometer? Tactical leg, yes. Both of them signed by all the members. That's so cool, Baja. Become Ultron's robo girlfriend. You mean Jocasta? That's your homework for today, Ari. Look up the lore on Jocasta. Jocasta. I think you could rock a Jocasta look. Yes, I'm very proud of you, Nick. Either way, whether it was the kilometer or the bathroom break that you finished, I'm very proud of you. How far is 12 kilometers in miles? Can't get the shiny Aerodactyl and Pogo either because he has something against the lefty. I think it does have something against the lefties. James, what's going on? Happy Sunday. What's Jocasta replacing your leg? Nice, Jerry. Well done. Like a bone person or a Terminator. Just get rid of the flesh. So just bones, muscles and bones and sinew. About 7.5 miles? You really ran 7.5 miles today? God, I am in such bad shape. I can't even remember the last time I drove 7.5 miles. It's probably like last week. We just ran for 4 years. 4 years straight? Are you like Forrest Gump? One step closer to being Teen Titans, that's right. Slowly becoming Cyborg. Am I really so close to work? It's about a 5-minute commute, yeah. No shiny yet, cheese. I'm a little surprised, or I don't know if I should be surprised or not. These numbers are all clustered up. It is sad. Yeah, how huge Cyborg is as a teen, right? Pretty big boy. So what's next? Are you actually paying attention this time? The other day, Nick's like, "What are you doing after this challenge?" And I'm like, "Are you serious? I mentioned it like 100 times in each stream." And he's like, "Well, I missed it." So, your viewer all ears, baby. The stream after we get the shiny Aerodactyl will be the beginning of my Ultra Sun Nuzlocke. And for the starter, we're going to do the starter in a particular way. I'm not going to, well, I guess, let me just explain it. So for the starter, I'm going to set up a wheel. 30%, no, just a regular Nuzlocke. 30% of the wheel is going to be Rowlet, 30% of the wheel is going to be Litten, 30% of the wheel is going to be Poplio. 5% of the wheel is going to be my choice, and 5% of the wheel is going to be viewer's choice. So on the first stream, when the stream starts, there will be a poll in the chat where everyone will vote for which starter they want. And if it does land on viewer's choice, which will probably be about 10, 15 minutes later after stream starts, whichever is winning the poll, that's what it'll be. I wish I could do a Poliwag, but this won't be like modded or anything like that. It's just going to be a standard vanilla run. Can 1% be Magikarp? No, it cannot. Because it's just going to be a standard run. It's not going to be modded or anything. After the Nuzlocke, and this all depends on what happens with the Pokemon Presents, if there's different Megas that we need to hunt, depending on how long the Nuzlocke takes, how close we are to ZA. But 2%, yeah, 2% is fine. After the Nuzlocke, we will be doing a shiny badge quest in either Omega Ruby or Alpha Sapphire, including the starter. So that's what I have planned between now and ZA. 2% carp milk. Ugh. I don't think I want fish milk. Is there anybody in the chat that if such a product existed called fish milk, you would buy it and try it? It's a tad fishy. I believe it would be yes. You find if there's a shiny starter choice with like a 0.1% chance. Ugh. No, you wouldn't, Rain. Amory, I don't think you would either. I wouldn't either. I would not like to try something called fish milk. Be like fish sauce. Ugh. Oh, I just noticed, Cheese, you just got past Augusta, Georgia. I hope you waved to Hefty Mom and Hefty Dad. I mean, they wouldn't have seen you, but fish sauce is so good in Chinese food. I'm not sure if I've ever had fish sauce. So is it a fish-based sauce or is it a sauce for fish? Hulk. Ari, you're correct. It is, in fact, the Hulk. Do I recall the insult fart knocker? Yes, I do. Yes, indeed, I do. They said hi back. Nice. Fish-based sauce, but so small. Liquid salt, basically. Liquid salt. Interesting. primarily to deepen the umami flavors. How does one knock a fart? Well, Chinese, if you were capable of knocking a fart, you would know. Like me, I am the one who knocks the fart. Looking in the direction of the rising sun, you bet someone will try it. Ugh. Fish milk's gross. MSG with Zazz. Okay. So it doesn't taste like fish? Because I don't think I would like to eat a fish that... Yes, Shinies, you have. You have told that story. Chem Nation, what's going on? Good to see you. Have you ever eaten takeout Chinese food? Of course I have. 5 minutes till 11. That is true. Then I've eaten fish sauce. Okay. I've never heard that, Ari. I've never heard that in my entire life, but I'll take your word for it. Fiance's finally woke. You can finally start breakfast. Good job. I believe you. It's just wild how things can get new meanings over time for some reason, and there's like never any sort of like notification to people who have been using those terms for decades. But okay. It's a really common ingredient like beef broth or mayonnaise. Yeah, I never knew. It's always been that. I've never been aware of that. Cheese, I promise your Audi's having a great day. That's all I can do because it's a member-only command. I mean, okay, Ari. I believe you. It's just that had never come up in my entire life. Imagine Chem Nation coming to my burger restaurant and telling me how to make the burgers. They might taste better. Drink water from a zero water filter now. You never know you had high TDs in your apartment building. What are TDs? Touchdowns? Ah, touchdowns. Total dissolved solids. Well, congratulations on getting the new filter to replace the filter you had. Coach Z. Touchdowns. Well, that's good, JJ. I'm glad you got a new filter. Purgatory, it's almost heaven. Oh my gosh. That is a good name. The water tastes bland now. Water shouldn't have any taste. Water should be tasteless. Whatever taste is in water is the stuff that's in your water. Have to use Audi Shop 300 yesterday? Yes. False. No, not false. Totally Dog Sundays. Yesterday you learned that wooden water pipes are used around your area. They must have been dug out by now. They're still useful. Really? Water should taste like wet. Yes. TDs. Touchdowns. Got a crank, a citrus juicer. You're going to put lemon in it. There you go. Water is water. Kiro's correct. What does a Regice taste like? I don't know. Depends on the acidity and the mineral content of the water. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Think they decompose like wet wood, but they were just entire tree trunks with the bark still on, a hole drilled down through the middle. It keeps integrity of the wood. Huh. Never knew. Floor is made out of floor. Also correct. Jiro's just busting out all the facts today. Personally, I'd be so freaked out to learn you were drinking water from those old things. So, like, that's one of those things where, I mean, I agree with you. I totally agree with you. But that's one of those things where it's like, if you've been unknowingly drinking it for so long, but then when you find out about it, now you're freaked out. It's like, well, like it's a weird mental thing, right? Like when something has been happening for a long time, you didn't know about it, so it wasn't an issue. But the second you find out about it, in your mind, it becomes an issue. That happens to me a lot. Luce, what's going on? Good to see you. It's what led to your superpowers. Oh, okay. Where is the shiny at? Contamination type OCD, so you probably spontaneously combust. You know, as a doctor, I can confirm that would indeed happen. Tree pipes. Wonder if you could use something that really aromatic, like cedar or juniper, would it absorb the smell. Ooh, you might be onto something there, Baja. You were bit by a radioactive spider monkey named Charles B. Willagers. That's how you got your powers? Charlie Big Bottom? You didn't know I was a professional doctor? You didn't? Throw some Christmas tree in there. Get a little pine smell to it. That'd be interesting. Pine scented in the toilet, hickory for the shower. This might be $1 million idea, Baha. Remember when $1 million ideas were like the goal, and now it's like $1 million ideas? Like, okay, congratulations, you might have enough money for overhead to start that business. John Strucker, what's going on? Good to see you. Happy Sunday. Toxic chemicals that smell nice but taste bad, so the tree saplings dissuade being eaten. I'm learning so much from chat today. I learn so much every time I stream with you guys. You guys teach me so much, which is awesome. Should always strive to learn something new every day. Terrapins are cool. What's a terrapin? Some type of pin? Earth pin? Close? Ooh, I got real close. Tyler, what's going on? Enjoy all the video games, my goodness. You are like the epic gamer. Anyone ask the trees they want to be labeled as Christmas trees? It's awful mean of them to predisposition them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is forms that have to be filled out in order for a tree to become a Christmas tree. Hydrogen cyanide smells like sweet almonds. I'm never going to eat an almond again. It's a turtle. That is close to an earth pin. You're not a tree vampire. You just want to shower in the blood of a defeated hickory tree. Oh my gosh, Baha. So Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy of them, right? I never read it. No, I did read it. I read Hitchhiker's Guide before the movie came out. I never read any of the other books. They violated the point agreement with Pineception. Oh my gosh, not the Pineception. How many Douglas Adams books were there? 4? Hitchhiker's Guide, Restaurant at the End of the Universe, something else, and Thanks for All the Fish. Sweet Sideburns. Thanks, Mewtwo. You're always so positive. You read a bit of Hitchhiker's Guide? Yeah, I mean, I read it like once, like before the movie came out. I don't remember most of it. What I do remember is probably just actually memories of the movie. The Life, Universe, and Everything? Is that the other book? Hold on. I'm doing a lot of internet research today. 42. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Restaurant at the End of the Universe, Life, the Universe, and Everything, So Long and Thanks for All the Fish, and then Mostly Harmless. I didn't even realize there was a 5th one. It's a lot of books to learn how to hitchhike. That's what I'm saying. I just thought you stuck your thumb out and hope for the best. That's what I do in most situations. If you dig up a bunch of the roots and boil them, you can get black salt crystals. A very useful knowledge in survival situations. Salt is essential for critical thinking. Very interesting. Thumb in a towel. That's right, I remember that. You should always have a towel. Where the heck is this shiny at? Jerry, I blame you. And an earfish. Yeah, babblefish. Poor Jerry. Nah, Jerry deserves it. Kangaroo of the brain. I've said words today I've never said before. This has been an exciting stream. Kangaroo. Hindception. Terrapin. Tech 3700, is it going to be shiny? It is not. Jerry did this to himself. He did. Oh my gosh, the sun is out. I might get to mow today. Hello, Dorian. Good to see you. You look nice today. Might. Well, I gotta look because I'm still streaming for another 45 minutes. And I gotta look out. There's like gonna be an hour and a half window where it won't rain. You're using the tens machine. That's a good machine. A lot more in short, possibly. You can always go back and watch the existing one. Thank you, Dorian. Oh, that's that fish? No, don't want that, Baja. I've heard of that. I don't like that. Thank you, Dorian. Shiny Aerodactyl. Coming right now. Okay. Where all the plushies go? They are on vacation. I'm thinking about getting one of those like hammock type nets that hangs from the ceiling and putting them in there. But on the bottom shelf, I do have all the starters and the shinies. So those are still there. Miles took them. I could see Miles doing that. But how awesome does this look now? Here's All my Pokemon games. Every single Pokemon game I own. On every system. Mainline games and spin-offs and all that. Looks clean? I think so. The only thing I'm missing that I need to get is a physical copy of Arceus. I have a digital copy of Arceus. I'm not saying that's the only game I'm missing, but as far as like the ones I want to get for the shelf. I also don't have the Mystery Dungeon for the Switch. I think there's a couple of Ranger games I'm missing. I don't have things like any of the Rumble games or any of the pinball games. I do have, other than the Switch Mystery Dungeon, I think I have all the Mystery Dungeon games. I have the first two Ranger games. I have Conquest. I deserve one. Oh, thank you, Dorian. It looks like I'm going to be going on a vacation with my mom in August. A couple of Mega Bloks Pokemon too. I have like 12 of those built. Sweet. Leg already feels much better. I'm glad to hear that. Seven Mystery Dungeon games, two Ranger games, and Conquest down there, along with new Pokemon Snap. You bought Pokemon Monopoly last week? Oh, that's cool. Where are we going? It looks like probably Hilton Head. Oh, we need a new like goal. We do need a new like goal. If someone wants to drop a like goal of 55, you love Hilton Head? I've never been. I know a lot of people that have gone. I've never been there myself. What's that? It's like an island in South Carolina. I think it's an island. Didn't realize how wonderful the TENS machine is because it scares you that it's going to be like a gentle taser. Gentle taser. Thank you, John. Go to Japan, do 24 hours of bad karaoke. Oh, no one wants that. You never use it out of fear. But turns out it's not as bad as you thought it would be. Why do I go over odds on almost every single fossil Pokemon? I need someone to watch the house. Yeah, might need that. I don't know. Maybe. Locals will love us. Oh yeah, absolutely. 75% you think we're gonna get the shiny today. We got 40 minutes for that to happen. Spend Pokeballs, take control of a location, have encounters to catch each one of each type. That sounds fun. Just releases really low voltage electricity into your muscle to stimulate the area like massage does. Oh, that's cool. I might actually like that. Kieran, thank you for the shiny luck and the hello. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, I go, all right, Mighty Munchkin, have a great rest of your day. Thanks for being here. Hello, Chem Nation. Chem, can you let me know if I'm over odds or not? And also by how much? And the first 900 encounters were all at 4096. And what are my cumulative odds at this point? It's really nice. You can see it visibly works as you look down at your legs, and the one that doesn't have the tens attached is a little swollen from stagnant blood. Oh my gosh. I'm over odds, but you don't know by how much. That's what I was thinking. Leg you're using it on has really good blood flow. It's always important. You're messing around with the tens unit while partying when you were a teen? Uh-oh. My guess is that didn't end the way you thought it was going to. Where are these blue wings at? Most when I was a teen stories never end well. That's so true, Rain. When you were a teen, you stayed home and played Pokemon because reality was not fun to you? Aw. I'm sorry, Kiro. I'm glad you enjoyed the Pokemon. You're an observer and went exactly as you expected. Sometimes it's fun to just sit back and enjoy the show. Has your stamp of approval. There you go. Definitely socially awkward kid. I got a sneaking suspicion you may not be the only one here that was a socially awkward kid, Kiro. And that's what's nice, is being able to find your tribe, being able to find people that you can share interests and experiences with. You were a swag lord and you still are? That's true, Ari. 100%. Undiagnosed autistic. I don't know. Come on, Shiny. Both can be true. That is true. You're one of those people that can hang out in any group. I was similar to that. I definitely had a period, I had a phase where uh, I was definitely more the nerdy kid, but by about halfway through high school, like I wouldn't say like I was popular, but I could just hang out with whomever. just kind of blend in. Your shelf setup, I can't say that, is aesthetically pleasing, by the way. Well, thank you, Kieran. That's what I was going for. It was getting too cluttered. So I tore the whole place apart last Saturday. The whole room. I emptied out the room and I started bringing things in one at a time to try and just make it a little more streamlined. Self setup. Thank you, Kieran. Thank you for that. So yeah, a lot less, but it's more kind of organized. There's actual like themes instead of just random stuff. So like up here, this top shelf and this is harder than it looks. This shelf is like a couple like brag things and then also stuff that people have made me or sent me. Um, got all the Pokemon games down here, and then all the starter and shiny plushes down there. There you go, JJ. Plus, I got the Hoot Hoot clock up here. Now that you finally got the Hoot Hoot, Kieran, I figured I was free to hang that on the wall without feeling guilty. I'm looking forward to having some leftover pizza for lunch. Hoot Hoot clock's your favorite? My dad made that for me, which was really nice of him. I wish it was a little bit closer to the camera so that you guys could always tell exactly what time it is where I am. Watch the omelet. Guess the fiance's having scrambled eggs. You know what? That's the nice thing about eggs. You can't really mess up eggs when you're cooking them. If you mess up cooking them, you just turn them into a different type of egg. Scrambled is the last option. Are scrambled eggs not popular? I like scrambled eggs. You're a skateboarder, wrestler, football kicking metalhead who played the bass guitar at school jazz band, had the record for most attention slips in the year, and FFA. Wow, that is quite the high school resume. You prefer over easy? I like over easy as well, but I also like scrambled. I agree, Rain. Throw in some cheese in the eggs. Got yourself a nice little meal. Add a little milk while you're fluffing it up. Egg cracker. Oh, like it cracks the eggs? That's nice. For a second, I thought you meant like a cracker made of egg. But now I understand. It cracks eggs. Foot in every door, didn't walk through any of them. I gotcha. You know, I've realized over the last several months that as I get older, I'm turning more and more into my dad. I like hanging out with people. I have no problem talking with people, doing like social functions, things like that. But I just kind of prefer to be by myself. I just kind of prefer to be on my own. How'd you get more water from the store? We're back. Good job getting that water, Jerry. Now that you're back, can you please make the Aerodactyl shine? JJ, when's Amazon gonna start paying you for all the good word of mouth? Oops. I don't think that was shiny. You still play the guitar though? Nice. I've never successfully played an instrument. I was in band for 2 years in middle school and played the clarinet. But then before eighth grade, when like in seventh grade at the end of the year when it's time to pick electives for eighth grade, the band teacher took me aside and said, "Hefty, I think it's probably best you choose a different elective." So that ended my music career. They pay you in dividends, nice. You play the clarinet as well? I I can't really say I played the clarinet. I had a clarinet and I blew into it. Played the ocarina. The same teacher also ran a chess club. That's sweet. Are any of the trades in Billboard, in Blueberry Academy worth doing? What are the trades? I don't remember which trades Blueberry Academy had. Were you in the chess club, Kieran? Or you just mentioned that it was the same teacher? With the gym leaders and stuff. Yeah, I can't remember what the trades are. Oh, I do remember I do remember now that you mentioned. I remember the shiny Blitzel. I don't think I did any of the trades. You were in chess club. Used to be pretty good. Never won a tournament though. Well, you won my heart, Kieran. And that's what matters. Just it's not so much that you like being alone. You just hate people. See, I'm like the polar opposite. It's not that I hate people. It's just I prefer being alone. First instrument was a clarinet too. Switched alto saxophone for junior high. Gotcha. I can't remember where you get the shiny Blitzel from, but I do remember that being a thing. And there's also the shiny Munchlax in Kitakami. I don't know if you knew about that one. The owner of the academy. Okay, yeah, I can't remember what the requirements are. Thanks to Mrs. What's his name, Mr. What's his name for helping me win your heart. Yes, big thanks to him. Oh, well, that's nice of you to say, JJ. Kieran was an AV club and Glee club and even the chess team. That sounds like that might be song lyrics combination. Welcome back, Pokestar. Just in time for the shiny, which is going to appear on the bottom screen on this encounter. AV Club is Audio Visual Club. That's like the people that what did they do? What did the AV Club do? Were they just like in charge of the TVs on the cards that got wheeled around? I was on the yearbook team in 8th grade. I think that's actually what I replaced band with, was yearbook. And then in 9th grade, no, 10th grade. 10th grade, I was in drama. They did audio stuff and also visual stuff. Thanks, Kim. But no, seriously, like in school with the AV club, what did they actually do? I feel like they literally took care of the audio and visual equipment, like the TVs that were strapped onto the rollies. School morning news, yeah, school morning news they did. Installed TVs. Okay, yeah, Jerry was part of the AV club. As soon as you have an interaction with someone, they're no longer people, they are a person. Ah, that's how you look at it? Okay. Hires contractors in the neighborhood. That's how you made your side money? Oh my gosh, Ghost Bunny. You just scared the ever-living bejesus out of me. Welcome in, Ghost Bunny. How you been? Good, just chilling. Sweet. I enjoy chilling. Male toucan, fire flying. I could see that. I mean, it's a tropical bird. Probably lives in heat. You got your diploma yesterday. Congratulations. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Baja. I understand now. Kira thinks the shiny is going to be on the top screen. That would be pretty wild. Beak Blast? Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. I could see it being fire. Hopefully it comes today right from the Nuzlocke. Me too. Although I got to get thumbnail and overlay set. Kieran, you're not going to believe this. I was just talking to Matthew about this yesterday. So that stream, I was all excited about ordering the Indian food. And after the stream, I got on their website and I picked what I wanted to eat. And I went to check out, and then it gave me an error because the one Indian restaurant in my town is open on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Vivian says hello. Well, hello, Vivian. Got a lot of projects going on right now. Sweet. So no, I haven't gotten the Indian food yet because they're open on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Really risky business ordering spicy food on a work night. That's what I'm saying. I need that at least 1 day buffer. In a perfect world, it would be Saturday noon, and then I should be fine by Monday morning. School-based group where the students learn about and use audio and visual equipment. They might create videos, podcasts, or assist with school events, often providing sound and visual support. There you go. And I think they were in charge of the roller TVs. Do schools even have roller TVs anymore, or is every blackboard just like set up with Bluetooth now? Thanks, ChatGPT. No, that sounds like Wiki. HemGPT, there we go. You literally one-shot Pekarunt? Nice. Good job. Or Pecharunt, however it's pronounced. Sweet. So you're like done. You're in post game stuff now. Well, school got rid of roller TVs around 2012 or 2013. Wow. That was such a staple. Best days ever were when like class started and the teacher wasn't there yet, and then the door would open and the teacher would roll in the roller TV and you're like, "Sweet, we're watching a video today." Been there for a bit. You seem to breeze through that, James. That's right. Always meant movie. Your rent's gonna be $12.95 for another year. Okay. Well, I've informed you that her school is getting rid of the smart boards and projectors because they are obsolete and are going to roller TVs. Good. You wish there was an Indian restaurant near you? Well, come visit me on Tuesday or Thursday and we can go check it out together, Baja. Ace Academy tournament get upgraded? Ooh, I don't remember. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Nathan, what's up? Good to see you. Yeah, I'm not even sure if I completed the Ace Academy tournament. Anybody know when the Ace Academy tournament gets upgraded? Anyone remember? I used to love the days in school with the mini whiteboards with pens and erasers. Nowadays, it's iPads. That's wild to me. It's so hard for me to imagine going to school with all the computers and the iPads and the smartphones and everything. I know that makes me sound super old, but like I can't imagine getting anything done in school with all the distractions. But I guess it's different when you're raised that way. What time is it? It is 11:44 a.m. Schoolhouse Rock. I miss Schoolhouse Rock. Doing well playing you run on Pokemon Violet. However, you need a little bit of help. You need a DLC technical machine trade to you, and you're wondering if anyone here can help you with that. Possibly. I got no problem with people doing trades and stuff like that in the chat. If you want to let people know, Nathan, what specifically it is you're looking for, maybe someone here would be able to help you out. If not here, then you can always try joining the Discord and seeing if there's someone there that can help out too. Different color book for each subject. You guys have the same like yellow book for science. Do you mean like a notebook or like the textbook? I don't think if you're talking about notebooks, I don't think it was like set or required, but I think that was pretty common. I think I was similar to Ghost Bunny, but I think I did yellow for history and green for English. Textbook? I've never heard of that. Like our textbooks were just like whatever the cover happened to be of that edition of that book. Here we go. Sludge Wave. Slowpoke, are you able to help out Nathan with the Sludge Wave? Math blue because math made you sad. Oh my goodness. USA Baja. John, yes, yes. My guess is we will get at least a couple of existing Pokemon new megas announced during the July 22nd Pokemon Presents. And if that is the case, we will be trying to hunt those as well. If you don't get Mega Delphox, you don't play the game 0 out of 10, simple as that. Oh my goodness. It's a deal breaker. Anyone got plans for the rest of the day? I'm going to eat pizza and hopefully mow the yard and probably take a nap. What about you, Jerry? It's stupid. Chestnut and Delphox got nothing in Gen 6. I agree. I thought it was very bizarre how Mega Evolutions were dropped in Gen 6, and the only Gen 6 Pokemon to get a Mega Evolution was a Mythical. No, not a new Mowing the Lawn shorter stream. No, no, no. Flygon better get a Mega? I hope so. Oh, what's your big event, Jerry? Cleveland or Boulder? What? Neither. I assume you mean Cleveland, Ohio or Boulder, Colorado? I'm in neither. Jerry, what time? You are now required to tell us all about it. Mega Gothitelle? That would be pretty sweet. Heard the Apples will skip iOS 12 and go straight to iOS 26 so they don't confuse people and just have a line for 2026. Interesting. I hadn't heard that. 2 p.m. Pacific time, so that's 5 p.m. Eastern. Interesting. And is there like perhaps some sort of link or directions you can give to your channel? Oh, you're in Iowa. Gotcha, gotcha. Cleveland would be closer. I'm east of Iowa. Far, far east of Iowa. You might be, as far as I know, as far as what's been said, Baja, you might be the first Iowan I've had in the chat, which is pretty awesome. There's a link in Hyrule. Oh, Jerry, you're a jerk. Oh, Ghost Bunny, you're from Iowa? I didn't know that. I know if you're on mobile, this probably won't work. If you're on desktop, it will. Here's a link to Johto Jerry's YouTube page. If you are on mobile, you can just search for Johto Jerry. We'll be going live today for the first time. Looks like it's going to be hunting for shiny Cyndaquil, which is pretty awesome. Technically from Rhode Island, moved to Iowa a few years ago. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. We do have a few Chicagoans here. Apparently, some of the leaks are automatic translation in your AirPods with a 1 minute 1 minute delay using AI to make your battery last longer. Huh. Interesting. I don't have AirPods, so that part won't really matter for me. New Mexican? I didn't realize that, Rain. Where did I think you were? I had a feeling you were like Western, but I don't know where I thought you were. Chair looks cozy. It's pretty comfy. This is the chair I've had for, gosh, I think I got this chair right after I graduated college, so this chair's probably older than half of the people in chat. It's held up pretty well. Oh, you're actually from Seattle and you moved there as a kid? That's wild. Hey, there we go. Nathan, Slowpoke's gonna be able to help you out. Thanks, Slowpoke. Jerry with the 5 gifted memberships going out to Zorro Gaming, Nugs, Classy Cozy Gamer, T-Dog, and Dusk. Slinging bricks with Simo. Thank you so much, Jerry. Let's get some hype in the chat. Wait until phone battery charges, then going for a walk. Sounds good. Jerry, do you mind if I ask you some questions about the stream? Don't want to take away from my time to shine. Jerry, I've had time to shine for the last 4 weeks and it hasn't happened. What capture card did you get? And also, are you going to use a camera or no? Webcam and emulator from now till you figure out how you want to do this more than once. Sounds good. Sounds good. Did you go with Streamlabs or OBS? OBS, that's okay. That's all right. I still like you. Don't you need a minimum amount of subs before you can stream? I've heard conflicting things. Gotta be honest. I've heard conflicting things. I don't know what the deal is with that. I mean, oh yeah, Baja. I mean, I guess snob is an appropriate word. I already have a couple of shiny Aerodactyls, actually. I'm just doing this specifically for this challenge. This will actually be my 3rd shiny Aerodactyl. And yeah, it is important for the challenge that all of them have my OT, but I appreciate the offer. Count so old. Yeah, I think that has something to do with it. I think it's not a matter of, from what I can gather, I could be completely wrong, but based off of things I've heard recently, I don't think it's a matter of YouTube has changed what the requirements are to go live. I think it's YouTube has changed what the requirements are for new accounts to go live. Now, I mean, I haven't had to deal with this in over 3 years, but like back when I decided to start streaming, all I had to do was wait the 24 hours. Now I'm hearing things about the 24 hours, minimum number of subscribers. I think I've heard minimum watch hours too. Yeah, the more I hear about it, I think Jerry and Kira are exactly right. I think it has to do with the age of the account, not just a blanket, here's the new requirements. Oh, you're very welcome, Slowpoke. So, I mean, again, I can't 100% confirm that, but based off of things I've heard, even like within the last couple weeks, I'm thinking that's what it is. So, like, my account was made in 2006. Pretty sure it was made in 2006. So, yeah, all I had to do was wait the 24 hours. Had that not been the case, if I made a brand new account in 2022, I don't know if there would have been other requirements that I would have needed. Look at that. I love seeing such simple and easy and friendly trades like that going on in the chat. That's why I love this community so much, or one of the reasons. I know a lot of channels don't allow things like trades and stuff like that in the chat, but I figure my channel's small enough, our chat's never really like too busy to begin with, that a trade in the chat's not going to be like spammy or take anything away from it. So anyone's always welcome to do that. Trades, union groups, stuff like that. The only thing I do ask that we don't do in the chat is battles. We have had, it's been quite a while. It's probably about 2 years ago. We have had issues in the past where like a couple people in the chat decide to battle each other and they're using my chat as smack talk. And it becomes really hard to tell the difference between just friendly smack talk and like insulting each other. Um, and that does get spammy and hard to moderate. But yeah, if you guys ever want to do trades, if you want to ever like exchange like friend codes, stuff like that, feel free. Until we hit like 1 million subscribers and I have like, 1,000 messages coming up at once, then it might be a different story. But we got at least a couple weeks before that happens. Smack Talk on a live stream is crazy. It is. You got Masuda for Delsmize later. Nice, Anne Marie. With your recent luck, I bet you get it before Tuesday. I just realized what time it is. Let's take this up to 3,900. I think that's a good stopping point. That's what, 650 checks in the stream. I'm really surprised this is not shown yet. Yeah, no, I got you. I got you, Baja. No, I agree. I'm gonna sneeze. What was the plush Marvel character for today? The Marvel character was. I'll start with that. The Marvel character was the Incredible Hulk. This is Crisis on Counter Earth. It's got all the Hulk issues from 1972 to 1974. And the plush of the day was this. Thank you, Rain. This completely normal Umbreon. Completely regular, run of the mill Umbreon. Amory, that was the only one I got. I also got. Um, I mean, I wanted to get all of them, of course, but that was going to be too much. Um, I've never had an Umbreon. because they're like always sold out. So like I thought it looked really good, and I figured that was gonna be like the first one to sell out, and I think I was right. And there were a couple of sitting cuties that got restocked that I wanted anyway. So when I got the Umbreon, I also got the Hoot Hoot, and I also got another one that you guys haven't seen yet. But I mean, Anne Marie, if you're feeling generous and you want to buy more of the Dittos and send them to me, I mean, I'm not going to stop you. Don't do that. But yeah, I mean, I think all the Dittos looked really nice. There are certainly some ones I'd like to get. I wish I would have gotten like the Mareep, the Gengar, but I couldn't do it. Ran across Sleeping Flareon at Walmart. You're so tempted to buy it. How much? How much is it, Rain? I don't know how much those things go. They're pretty big, right? Like they're like pillow size, aren't they? Dang it. $30? Yeah, that's for me, I would say that's okay if we're talking like a one-off. That's certainly not something I would want to start a collection of. Project Yoshi, I'm sorry you're late too, but you know what? You never have to apologize for being late. I'm just happy to see you at all. However, we are getting close to the end. We got 10 more encounters. We're gonna take this up to 3,900. Hope you're having a great day. And I'm going to say it again because I like to make him feel uncomfortable. And yeah, it just makes me happy. Uh, if you guys are up in 5 hours, 5 hours from now, actually 4 hours and 56 minutes from now, Johto Jerry will be doing his first ever live stream. You want to get in on the ground floor, trust me, because he's going up. So make sure you do that. If you're on desktop, you can click this link. If you're on mobile, just search for Johto Jerry. You'll recognize him by the very artistic and professional Feraligatr PFP. But that's where I will be at 5. Well, 5 p.m. Eastern. Yours 15th sub? Nice. That's a good number. Hard to convey emotion, written conversation, actual voice is much more lighthearted. Oh, I totally get it. It is impossible to tell sarcasm versus teasing versus seriousness versus whatever in like a written chat. All right, let's do this. 3 checks left. Release slash X slash S exists for sarcasm. That's true. All right, as we're doing these last couple checks, I got some thank yous to make. Thank you to Silver Fox for the 13 months. Thank you to Keith Stroganoff for the 24 months. And thank you to Johto Jerry, world famous Pokemon YouTuber, for the 5 gifted memberships. All right, we got 2 checks left. Buzzer beater inbound, says John. All right, let's get some shiny luck. Let's see it. Last check on the Ultra Sun copy. Is it going to be shiny? It is not. And how about the Shield copy? Not shiny. That means we're going to continue this hunt on the next stream. 30 plus not learning the tap keyboard doc. I feel ya. I feel ya. But guys, thank you so much for being here. Have a great rest of your day. Make sure you do something nice for someone just because it's the right thing to do and for no other reason. And we're going to go on a little mini raidy typey thingy. This isn't going to be a regular raid. This is going to be one of those things where I'm sending you somewhere just so you can set up your subscription, you can set up your notification bell, and you can be prepared for later on today. But feel free to put in the chat hashtag hefty hype, but put in the chat once, only once. Why once? Because we are not spammers. That's not who we are. That's not what we do. But I will see you guys next time. Take care and bye-bye.